I had a mom come to me recently talking about her older child who kept hitting the younger kids in the family every time they got into an argument or a fight over toys or playing or whatever it might be. And she said, my younger kids, they deal with it well and they know that their older brother has trouble with emotions, but they shouldn't have to live this way. What do I do? I want to tell you the 4 actions that I gave to this mom for her to take with her son and all of her children, and how you can put those actions into place right now with your kids. Hi everyone, BJ here, and half the battle of parenting is navigating the battles of family life. The first action that we as parents can start taking is shifting our focus from stop to start, from point A to point B. Many times as parents, we're telling our children to stop doing things, and that's exactly what this mom was doing. She would constantly be telling her one child, stop hitting, stop fighting, stop yelling, stop punching. Lots of stop. And of course, we don't want our children doing those things. We want them to stop. But what is that child supposed to do? What's that child supposed to start doing? That's where this mom needed a shift in her parenting. When we shift into what we should start doing, we're providing training for our child. We're helping our child's heart see where the right action is. And we're helping our child understand we're on your team. This is not us versus you. This is you and us coming alongside of you, helping you as you navigate the tricky aspects of life. And so this mom is going to go back and have a little meeting with her son and talk about what she's noticed about the way he tries to solve problems when he's getting into an argument with a sibling or doesn't like what they do. And then she's going to tell him, now here's what you're going to start doing instead. And she can't just say, you need to start using your words. She's going to teach him how to use his words, give him specific phrases to say when he wants the toy, when he wants to have a certain seat in the family room. Giving him those specific words now empowers him, and then reminding him before they go off to play, saying, oh, remember what happens if your sister wants to sit in the same spot. What are you going to say again? Let's practice as if I'm your sister. These quick little coaching sessions help our children gain the skills they need and help them see we're on their side. We're trying to support them in their growth and development here. It's a team here, and we want to help our children understand we're on their team. Now, that's where I started in this conversation with this mom, and right away, she asked a question lots of parents do. What about consequences? Shouldn't this kid, it's not okay that this kid's hitting. No, it's not okay that this kid's hitting. It's unacceptable completely. Let's talk about consequences, though. Consequences are not your payment for your wrongdoing. It is not a punishment. A consequence is discipline. The root word for discipline, whether you're talking Hebrew, Latin, Greek, all the major languages that we get our earliest translations of the Bible in, that root word gets back to the word disciple. Consequences, discipline should be teaching our children, moving them forward. It's not exacting a penalty on them. I'm clapping right into the microphone here. It's not. It is to train them in the right way in which they should go. So we need to be thinking about consequences in that sense. What's going to help my child attain point B, being able to use their words? Why is this kid playing in the backyard without a parent out there with their siblings? Is this kid ready for that? Probably not. Does that mean this child has to stay in the house all day and not get to play? No, but it does mean we probably need to restrict some freedom in the sense that they need to be playing within where we can see them and notice and hopefully jump in to offer reminders, not hover and nag, but just be able to jump in and maybe prevent some things from going all the way to that physical level so we can train in the moment and help that child. There's lots of questions of why is this kid in the backyard? Why is this kid sugary snack? Lots of questions we can ask. We need to be looking at our child and saying, what's going to help them attain point B the best? If we notice something that's getting in the way of that, we want to move in and support them in that sense. So consequences play a huge role in helping our child achieve as long as we're approaching consequences as a teacher. The third action that I gave this mom to take is to put into place a peace plan for your family. There needs to be a way that we all know in family life that we resolve problems. And that needs to be known by every child and adult, that when it comes to resolving conflicts in this family, Here's how we do it. Matthew 18 offers a ton of biblical advice for how to resolve conflicts. We need to apply that to family life. I have a free parenting webinar coming up. I'll put the link down below, talking all about a 3-step family peace plan. It's great for sibling conflicts. It's great for any conflict in family life that you can start putting into place as well. This mom's putting it into place. And let me tell you, when children know how to resolve a conflict, what are the steps involved, they start acting on those steps, and we start resolving conflicts more peacefully. We don't eliminate every conflict. Conflict is part of human nature and life in general, but we do start resolving it a lot better when we have a plan. So we need to develop a plan for family life when it comes to developing peace. As I was talking with this mom, she was really starting to get a vision for how family life could be different with the 3 actions I've mentioned so far. She could see how coming alongside her son and training him on more appropriate ways to speak to their siblings really would help. About how to catch himself when he's starting to get too frustrated, to come on out and calm down and re-enter the situation. She just started developing, right in the conversation, some ideas and strategies she wanted to put in place. She really liked the idea of having some consequences to teach, to come alongside and support him. And this idea of a family peace plan, she loved that idea. But I wasn't done yet in my conversation with her. I wanted her to see we have some work to do with the other kids in the house. In particular, there was one child she was concerned about that the problem seemed to be happening the most. This child was really patient, but would sometimes come to mom or dad, kind of hurt because they got punched or got pushed or something like that. And I said, we need to talk about what's going on for this kid as well. This kid needs to have voice. That peace plan we're going to put in place is going to make it very clear, how do you resolve conflict? How do you use an iMessage with your sibling and tell them you want them to stop doing something? But how do you also approach a parent? When a kid starts hitting another kid, we're not going to be using iMessages and trying to solve between siblings. Once a child has broken a physical boundary like that, it's time to get a parent involved. And so we need to teach this other child that we care about your safety. We care about the safety of all of our children and our family to be a peaceful place. And so when somebody is violating those peace rules, you come get us and we train you. Here's how you come get us. And we will help you solve that problem because it's not okay. When that child knows that mom and dad are doing stuff with my sibling over here, that helps. But when they also know I have a voice, I have people I can go to when this problem happens. I don't have to be alone in this. I don't have to just kind of put up with, oh, well, he's got big emotions or something, I'll deal with it. No, I can go to mom, I can go to dad, I can say what's going on, and they're going to take appropriate action to help resolve this problem. That's when that child has been empowered properly. I love when I get to have conversations like this with parents because I've watched time and time again, and in this case it happened again too, a parent walk away feeling empowered, feeling like I can do this. I've got a plan to help my children. And it's not just a plan for right now while they're this age, but we have to think of a different plan when they get older or something that's not going to work for them when they become an adult. If you go back and watch this video again, and you should also hit the like button too, you're going to find every strategy I just gave you is something that can work in adulthood as well. Children need skills developed now as a child, as children, for when they grow up, because when they get out there, the things we teach them need to work. So we need to be thinking about, where's my child going? How do I take that and develop those life skills down here using tools and strategies that are heart-based, because their heart will travel with them. Again, if that idea of having a family peace plan sounds interesting to you, go ahead and click on the link down below in the description. And if you're interested more in helping your child manage those big emotions, you want to check out the video that I'll link right over here. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you real soon. Bye, everyone.